Hey guys, welcome to Raja Makes Money, and you're not going to believe this. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. We finally start the week off with an up day, and a good up day, $243,000. So you know what? After this beating we've been going through for these last couple of weeks, it is so refreshing just to be able to start one week in the green. And now the real challenge is, can we continue and stay in the green this week? I think we can. I think we got a lot of exciting stuff coming up with CCIV and the Lucent merger. It's getting closer, a couple of weeks away. So hopefully, again, the rumors and different stuff start spreading and this stuff starts to move. But feels good to be back after being on the road all last week and in the studio here. But let's jump right into it. Let's see how I did today. So up $243,000. Made a couple of trades. Actually made only one trade today. I closed out my GameStop. And God forbid why this thing's up $20 more today is mind-blowing. Not like there's any news. Not like the company just went up $2 billion more in valuation today by something happening. It is just mind-blowing. Doesn't make any sense at all. But right now, I figure I'm not going to worry about it, and I'm going to wait for this thing, and I'm going to nail it in the future, but today is not the day. The one I'm so upset about is Tesla. God, Elon, I said that when $900, I said this could be the greatest short of all time. And we'll talk about that in a little while. But yeah, overall, good day. CTUIX did nothing. IDEX, this thing soared 42 cents today, just on fire. Unfortunately, after hours, it's down about 18 cents. Their earnings did not come in. They're improving and stuff, and things look really good, but didn't get. I didn't even realize they had earnings today. I thought it was later on. But yeah, I was like, why does this thing just keep going up and up and up? And I wasn't worried. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to finally get called out. I can get this position off. So in this position, we sold and we lowered that hedge. So we picked up an extra 11 grand. So basically between now and Friday, we'll probably keep this 42,000. But at least, we have a little room, and hopefully this thing stays up. Or like I said, I'd love it to be above $3 on Friday and be done with it. It is what it is. Jaguar today was down a little bit. I took advantage of the dip. I bought 40,000 more shares at $1.21. They had earnings. Didn't come out anything spectacular. This is a play on that whole the SPAC play and everything. But I think long term it's going to be okay. I think at this price level, I said it at under $1.25, I'm going to average down. So I did. Here's the thing. This thing pops 5-10 cents. I may dump those 40,000 shares, make a quick $4 grand. A profit's a profit. Doesn't really matter if it's on 40,000 shares, 10,000 shares. But I bought these to average it down or make a profit. So I'll just watch it. Maybe we'll get lucky and this thing will get back up to that $1.80 again. Really make some serious money off those 40,000 shares. But no matter what, we got more of it, and hopefully it's got some staying power, which I think it does around this $1.20. I can't imagine it going much less, from where it's been and where it started, but anything's possible, so we'll be keeping an eye on that. And as I said, so GameStop just sold those positions, took that cash. I figured, I'll dump the cash into Jaguar. I figure between the two of them, they both are a pretty big crapshoot, so we'll see how they do. Unfortunately, Kenny and the research team did not have a good day. Kenny has 4 stocks that he loves, and those 4 stocks did not show Kenny and the research team any love today. He likes them. He said he's going to average down some more on them, and it is what it is. You can't win them all, but you can always average down because he loves the dips. Unfortunately for Kenny and the research team, this was their largest single-day loss ever, and they were coming back so strong from being down. But I don't know. There's so many stocks in here, I couldn't even begin to tell you what I'm looking at, and he, like I said, he has so much stuff going on. But the good news is, for all you Patreon members, all my trades real time on our Patreon group. You just go to patreon.com/Raja Makes Money if you'd like to join and get my trades in real time and what I'm up to. But Kenny and the research team, they're on the private Facebook group that all of you guys can post on, get input, talk to Kenny, see what they're up to. He's had some huge hitters on here, so it's not like I'd count Kenny out because of one bad day. And he's had some great rebounds, but unfortunately, you just have some days that don't work out for you. And obviously, this one here, the North American Frac and Sand, this looks like the big one, down 3,500. It's almost between 2 stocks. Those are the ones. I know we had that shoe company. That thing's been on fire. Apparently they got, the insole that just walks itself or something. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know why they call it a shoe company. I don't think it has anything to do with selling shoes. But unfortunately, like I said, it was not the best of day for Kenny and the research team. In other news, Dow futures are up. So that's always a good sign. Of course, our big one, CCIV, up a little bit after hours. Got as high as 1871 today. Wish it would have closed there. But I am encouraged because it actually didn't dip below $18, so it had, it got close to it. It had some had some power and staying power, and it stayed strong. This is a very good sign on this stock when it starts building some momentum like this. It's up. I wouldn't be surprised to see 50 cents a dollar out of it tomorrow, maybe more. We just got to get that news, got to get that merger deal done, and this thing is going to move. So we'll keep watching it. But the big one I've been talking about is Tesla. So, and big shout out to, you guys remember this guy from The Big Short, Michael Burry. So he's got $530 million bet against Tesla, and I think he's made a lot of money on it. Elon Musk has just gone off the rockers. First of all, this guy had $1 trillion business when his stock was $900 a share. Who in their right mind, he's supposed to be running a company. He's supposed to be taking care of business here. And like I said, great product. Yeah, he's a genius, can put, knows how to hire the right people who know how to, put, rockets in space and astronauts, on space stations and do all this stuff. But when it comes to wasting your time and common sense on little stuff, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's severe depression, if it's other problems in his life. Something is going on here. This guy, like I tell people, you have to put this in perspective. Like I said, let's say you're a millionaire, or let's say your net worth is $100,000. Okay, you're maybe going to screw around with stuff for $1,000, $2,000. You're not going to, go crazy. This guy is a billionaire, was worth $200 billion plus when his stock was almost at $1 trillion. What is he messing around with stuff for a couple of $1 million? I mean, unless somebody's holding a gun to his head, or he owes someone money, or this is a hell of a favor, and something else, with him not being truthful and what's really going on. Well, let's look at this. So Bitcoin prices, this thing's been as high as, because of him, $64,000. Now it's down to 43. When he said he bought Bitcoin, it was around $42,000 a share. If his company, and when they just reported their earnings, they showed a huge profit for Bitcoin. If his company didn't really sell that Bitcoin when it was up, and now there's a big controversy whether or not he did sell, he has sold, did he sell, what did he do? There's this huge controversy. If he didn't sell that Bitcoin, he could be flat right now, so all that profit's out the window, or maybe he sold it, made a huge profit, and he's afraid to tell everyone. I don't know, but he seems smart enough. If you can put a man on the moon, or a man in, an astronaut's in space, you can have a self-driving car that runs on batteries, you can have a solar house. You don't think he knew that to mine Bitcoin it took energy, and now he's gone green on it? I mean, something does not make sense, and I don't get it. I don't get it at all. It doesn't make sense. I mean, he's screwing with people's lives, their money. There's a lot of people, and one thing, I don't really buy anything based on what he says, because I think he's just a lunatic as far as that stuff goes. And look at Dogecoin. I mean, obviously he's helped build this. But people are going to lose faith in him. These people who bought Dogecoin at 65 cents because he was going on SNL, or 73 cents, and now it's 48 cents. They've lost a third of their money. The people who bought it at 6 cents, they're probably still very happy with him. But it doesn't make any sense what it is that he's up to. It's too little of amount of money. Like I said, you have to put this in perspective. If you're now he's worth $100 billion. I don't know. If you're worth $100 billion, if you could write a check for $5 or $10 billion, why are you messing with this stuff? The whole thing of Dogecoin is only worth 62 billion. Unless he controls that 44% of this, or he's like I said, even if he bought $1 billion worth of this, he's going to double it to $1 and make $1 billion. He should just go focus on his business. He had a company that's lost 50% almost of its value in 3 months. What is wrong with him? Like I said, I think you're going to see shareholders, board members. They're going to start calling for his resignation. You're going to have the SEC coming in. I just think it makes no sense at all what he's up to. My portfolio on Coinbase been as high as 71,000, almost 72,000. Been as low as about 52,000. Obviously, it keeps coming down. This is what we have. So we're in play here, Litecoin, Bitcoin. I don't know. I've just been buying and selling stuff when I'm bored just to have some fun with it. So hopefully Bitcoin bounces back a little bit, but that's where that is at right now. But yeah, like I said, this doesn't make any sense. Look at this, look at the 1 month chart, but look at the 6 month. I mean, he just ran this company in the ground. Like, this is his bread and butter. This is his big thing. What is he doing? What is he thinking? What do you guys think? Let's take some comments here. What do you guys think? Doug tries to gamble, says Tesla is still a $2,500 plus stock pre-split. It may be up, Doug, from its lows, but I'm not saying that. But I'm saying is, it's got to produce. He's running it in the ground. It's great that it's up from its stock split, but what about all the people who bought it at $900 a share, at $800 a share? They're way down. So, Lord Beer, Rajay, can you take a look at Riot? They had earnings today. Of course, it's for you. Take a look at it for you. Another blockchain one, and looks like they were down during the day and down after hours. Doesn't look like they did too good in earnings, and based on highs and lows, I would probably not be a buyer of this stock. Pull the chart real quick for you guys. Penny says, Musk is tanking stocks tied to Bitcoin, Mara, Riot, makes no sense. That's what I'm saying. This guy was loved by all. This guy, could walk on water. He screwed up on the signal. Maybe that was a real accident, and hurt people there. But what is his point? Like, what is the end game here? He can't come back in 2 weeks and say that Bitcoin is okay again. He's going to look like an idiot. If you're using my solar chargers from the roof to, harvest Bitcoin, to mine coins, it's green energy. I mean, what is his end game here? Something has to be it. HB says he has an ace up his sleeve. I don't know. You have an ace up your sleeve when you have almost $1 trillion business and a $900 share stock price, and it goes higher. When you lose 50% of your value and you're still playing these games, these people who are investors in Tesla, they want him running Tesla. They don't want him just tweeting. I mean, it's almost like, not to compare him and not to get in a political debate here, but it's almost like Donald Trump. He's almost like Trump. He's almost like, instead of running our country, he's so worried about social media and tweets and all this other stuff that has nothing to do with what the main item of topic is, which is Tesla. It's like, like I said, what the heck is he going to do? So, Alex, are you ever going to let Jag go? It's just tanking. I averaged down today. I think it's going to do good. I think it's going to come back, and I have faith in it at this level. I think it's hit that bottom, and hopefully it's gonna come back. So already came back a couple of pennies from where I bought it today. So you never know. If you don't take risk, you don't gamble, you never know. It's the same with GameStop. I'm gonna hit these GameStop one day. It's gonna tank. We're gonna do it right. But sometimes you don't. It's a gamble. It's for fun. You never know. CCIV, I actually believe in. I think it's going to be a great. I'll tell you one thing. If let Elon keep doing what he's doing, and CCIV with this merger and everything, this could be $200 a share. Who knows? Elon. I mean, I don't think CCIV Lucent could pay Elon Musk for the PR and publicity that he's doing to help them right now. Elon needs to really focus on Tesla. He's not in production of his best vehicles, his high-end stuff. Lucent's going to sneak up on him, and before he knows it, and if Lucent gets into bed with Apple or somebody big or something else, Elon Musk is going to be in trouble. He's facing problems in China now, where China loved him, the China regulators don't. It's going to be very, very interesting. So, Ifan says, yeah, a lot of valuation of Tesla is tied to Elon. No, it is. Like I said, people believe in him. And when you, do the right stuff, it works. But be interesting. Elon cannot be president. He wasn't born in the U.S. I don't know. I don't even think he wants to be president. I mean, if we put him in charge of this country, we would have a disaster. Just an absolute disaster. Like I said, he builds a great product. I'm not knocking his products. I'm not knocking anything. But I'm just saying, you're running a $500 billion company now. You're running $1 trillion company. You screwed it up. Fix it. Just go back and say, you know what? I don't care about cryptocurrencies. I think they're great. Dogecoin, we realize it's a joke. It was made for nothing, But now, what's going on? Your safe moons, your this moon, that moon. Everyone's, the ship boots, whatever it is. Everyone's just playing these, 0.0001 of a penny things because those are going to be the next runners. It's a joke, guys. Hopefully it works out for everyone. I hope you guys make lots of money. I personally don't care what you guys do with that stuff. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I have my stuff that makes me money. I have my stuff for fun, like chasing GameStop puts and, doing stuff. I just really want to kick myself in the ass for not shorting Tesla when I told everyone it was going to go down. It's just the premiums are so high. But God, I knew that thing. And the other thing that's really hurt me in the last couple of months was Schwab changing all these margin requirements. Because if I wanted to short Tesla, I'd have to put up $1,800 a share. It's just ridiculous, to do it. But God, I honestly think this could be $300 in the next 60 days. It's just going to go, and it's it was even worse as it's going to hurt. Poor Kathy, who has 10% of her stuff in there. Look at ARK. Look at what he's done to ARK. I mean, he's just destroyed this lady. Look at her, $103. She's down from her highs almost from $159 to $100. She's down, 50%. I mean, he's not helping anyone out. And she has 10% in Tesla. I wouldn't be surprised to see this change. She's either going to have to dump a bunch of money in when this thing tanks to average down and hope it comes back up, or she's just going to move out of it and move to something that's going to make her some serious money. But like I said, when he was on fire, he helped made a lot of people look really good. Now he's not doing so good on that stuff. Crystal says, and welcome Crystal, one of our YouTube sponsors, and any of you guys can be a YouTube sponsor and stand out in the chat and have access to those really cool emojis. Is it true Lucid Motors is sold out? I honestly do not know. I know there's some delays and stuff they said when they were online, but do not know all the details on that one. I just know they're going to do well. They're advertising, they're spending money. It's going to be strong. Guys, take a look. AMC, after hours, $15. This one, I love shorting at 14. It came all the way to 8. This thing is going to dump. This is the one here that I think is the one to play on the short, this AMC. I don't know, do they have earnings today or something? Or AMC mid boost from Reddit? Yeah, meme stock squeeze. These Reddit people, the hard part here with the whole Reddit deal is it's hard to chase it around. And because Bitcoin is dumping right now, thanks to Elon Musk, now all these people are taking their Reddit money and their Bitcoin money and profits, and they're just going, AMC. It's magic. We've watched all these stocks. Don't you guys remember we watched AMC go all the way to $20 a share, and we back down to $5. We watched Express. We watched, it's endless. BlackBerry. So definitely be interesting. Lord Beers at Raj. I bought calls on CCIB for June. Let's go CCIB to the moon. I know. This CCIB I like. I think it's going to be, it's going to be good. Imagine if ARK dumped Tesla for GameStop. God, it actually may be a better investment. They both don't make really much money. So, yeah, AMC I think is a great short. God bless the people who went long on it, and that Reddit community is strong. But it's the same thing with GameStop. If you just want to buy, and that's probably why GameStop actually is up so strong today, is because everyone is dumping out of cryptocurrency and coming back to the stocks. Then when the cryptocurrency starts to run again, they're going to dump all these stocks and they'll go back to cryptocurrency. It's there's just enough money in that pot, and as long as there's enough money with people, the pot will keep going. So. Alex says, will you ever get shares in FSR? I believe this will be the next big EV play. I don't know. I did have shares at one point in it. I thought I had FSR at one point. Well, I'm not positive. For some reason, I think I had it. Maybe not. I don't know. I can't remember. I thought I'd bought something or done something with it, but it's definitely not on my radar or anything like that. Right now, mygamepower.com. I would short when theaters are 100% capacity. Now with the masks, it's great. Masks are off. And different stuff. It's great. Things are looking good. Things are, coming back to normal. But there's not a lot of movies out there to see. There's no huge blockbusters. And even with a few huge blockbusters, even with no mass, 100% capacity, people aren't going to flock to the theaters. Because now HBO has themselves in a predicament, and some of these other movie companies, all these people now are subscribing to their online services, paying all this extra money. They can't take away this new content and say, you know what, going forward now, we're only going to show, we're going to put them in the theaters now for 60 days first. Then we'll put it on HBO Max or this or that. So it's going to be interesting. And And, the good news is AMC raised a bunch of cash when their stock price did go up, so that, they're flush with cash, they're not going anywhere. But you still have a lot of these places are still empty. A lot of these businesses, labor is a hard problem, getting staff, getting stuff. It's going to be interesting what happens with all these COVID plays, and stuff like that. And it was also interesting today, like even seeing the Dow and everything down, and the Nasdaq. Let's check. Like, what did airlines do today? The airlines are packed; they're all flying full again. Down a little bit. What about cruise lines? NCL. How do they all do? Yeah, up 30 cents, nothing big. I think some of these stuff and some of those reopening trades, but like I said, staffing is going to be a huge problem. Also, what do you guys think about like all this honor system stuff? How do you know who has the COVID shot? How do you know who doesn't have it? I think personally they need to give out some stimulus money for people to get the shots and do stuff, but definitely be interesting. Also, that big HBO merger with Discovery today, that was huge. The interesting thing is now Viacom's going to have to hurry up and do something, or they're going to get left in the dust. So it'll be interesting what else happens out there. But that's definitely a big merger, and all these companies, getting together and stuff. So, Go Steelers says, how is Ford stock, Raja? I don't know. Want to take a look for you? Ford stock is $12.15, and Ford basically said they're making money. They're going to do great. Unfortunately, they're going to lose $1 billion in sales because of the chips, or the not chip shortage. The oh my god. Well, it's like a chip, the thing that goes in the car and runs the car. So definitely be interested. What happens with Ford if they don't get some? Not resist chips, whatever those things are for the car. So, Joe Kim, people are not pumping AMC because it's a good company. It's because it's heavily shorted and they are after the shorts. You act as if it's because of some other reason. Yeah, I've said this because of the shorts, but these people aren't short that. AMC is not going to go to $400. This ain't going to be the next GameStop. And if it does run that fast, they're not going to allow it. The market makers have already shown what they can do if when GameStop gets out of control. So I don't know, it'll be interesting. And also AMC's run a little bit, but it's not huge. We're not seeing that 30 points in a day, 50 points in a day. So it'll be interesting. I don't know what the short interest is in AMC. I really don't care. I think it's a great short, and I definitely think it doesn't have the power GameStop has. And I don't think it has the love, like GameStop has. I think GameStop just hit home to a lot of these people where it doesn't hit home with a lot of these other people. Well, the truth it will affect anti-vaxxers, only a handful of vaxxed people. So, they've almost 50% of the population's got their first shot. I think what the government needs to do is we need to do another round of stimulus, since we just want to keep giving money away. And instead of giving it away to people who don't want to get jobs and just can sit at home and not help us with our labor shortage, let's give it away to people who prove they got a vaccination. Let's give it away to people who get the booster shot if we have to do a booster shot. But I think that's where the government heavily screwed up. They should have gave the money out to people who prove they got vaccinated, or right when after you get the shot in the arm, they hand you a voucher that you can go online and put a code in, and the government sends you a check for $100, $500, $1,400, whatever they want to give away. But definitely be interesting how that ends and how they figure it out. And God forbid, hopefully we don't have this backlash from getting rid of masks too soon, or not enough people vaccinated. I think they could have waited a few extra weeks, got some more people vaccinated, but trust me, I'm vaccinated. I hate wearing masks, so I'm all for it. I just would hate all of a sudden to be like, well, we didn't hit 70%, herd immunity. We're only at 60%, and now it's, coming back again. Because I don't think people could take it a second time around. I don't think the government could have funded a second time around. Definitely be interesting. But in good news today, in case you were wondering, I am up $243,000. This is going to be the comeback week. Hopefully we'll get some big news on CCIV. IDX will probably be down tomorrow, down a little after hours, but we got that hedge in place. We'll sell these, pick up that premium. The Kinetics, who knows? Maybe this thing will pop back up. Seems to like that 10-cent range. At least it's not. Hopefully it doesn't dip below that. Jaguar averaged down at $1.21 today on 40,000 more shares. So those are up a little bit. Hopefully if those go up a little bit, I'll sell them and I'll look for another average down, or I'll just ride them out. And hopefully this one hits or does something in the future. So, but hey guys, thank you so much for joining Raja Makes Money. Don't forget, you get all my trades in real time as I make them on our Patreon group. Just go to patreon.com/Raja Makes Money. And if you want Kenny and the research team's trades, as well as if you're a Patreon member, get on our private Facebook group, and that's where Kenny posts all their trades that they're making. It's a lot of fun, a lot of people there. You can chat stocks, talk about whatever you guys want. But hey guys, that's what I got for you. This is Raja Makes Money. You guys are the money makers. Let's hope for another winning day in the markets tomorrow. Take care and enjoy the